Maniac here, and not sure if you've ever seen this before. Entering the Grand Arena. The following effects will be applied. Your score will not fall below 2,000 points. If your score will decrease if you do not participate in battle for 72 hours or longer. Special effects will be applied according to the hero's active regions and classes. I have never seen this before. So I did a video about Elos, and it's hot garbage and strife. It's medium. I won't even call it medium good. It's not good PvE. It's like, yes, technically I can beat like chapter 12 with a bunch of Tias, but I could beat chapter 12 with a lot of people. But where I have found Elos excels is in arena. So I built a arena build. It took me 5 minutes to make it. I just kind of threw together a bunch of good stuff and decided to try to make the best of of what I could get out of Elos. So Elos, the very moment the fight starts, it's gonna fire a bunch of shots. And of the shots, it does benefit from scope and from mace. So if you guys have seen my my Elos video where I was experimenting, I found that scope and mace kind of work. So I thought, all right, I know Tia on scope makes sense because other people are doing it, but most people are not doing Elos, they're doing Axe, because you get a lot more damage out of Tia. But I had a thought, and my thought is, if Elos is shooting like 7 or 8 projectiles, that does like shred mighty blocks. That shreds mighty blocks. And mighty blocks are definitely a thing in King God Castle. So this is the play, guys. Tia on scope, firing Elos. I try to get her attack speed as high as humanly possible. Elos also has no maximum range. So Elos, even though it's only firing every 3 seconds, if somebody's out of range, Elos will hit them. So that has got me some wins. It's kind of interesting. So Tia's on scope doing things. Bardry front middle, using drum, giving the front line some protection, and just getting the MP out on the field. That's pretty much all I'm using Bardry for. And guys, this build is literally something that I threw together in 10 minutes, and I won 47 consecutive arenas with this build without losing once. But also, I've been playing King of Castle for a long time. So this is before I just hit Grand Arena now. So I'm probably just starting to play real people. Tia on scope. Oh shit. Where'd you go? Tia. No. Where's my speed heroes? There you are. Tia on scope. Bardry front middle. Victoria, this is the Victoria build. Victoria is using hammer and is using barbarian set. Okay? Not even fully optimized. Just regular old sort of optimized barbarian set. And I happen to have some attack sitting on Victoria. Victoria does a lot of burst damage. But where Victoria fails is if the enemy that you're fighting has lots of mighty blocks. That's sort of where Tia comes in. Tia's going to shred mighty blocks so that when Victoria, rides her donkey all the way up and hits somebody, I'm hoping that Tia has shredded all the mighty blocks so Victoria gets through. Okay? Jinju turns out is pretty decent with Elpis on her. So Jinju tank. And then we have Ren. Ren using the Bloodthirst specifically because she's going to have 6 mighty blocks. I don't really care about the rest of this thing, honestly. I also put the thickest freaking armor I could on her. She's at 1170 and 12 armor. If she does damage, great, but that's not why she's here. She's here to soak up damage. I do have 2 more mighty blocks because of Altar of Blood. So that means 8 mighty block Ren. 8 mighty block Ren will survive burst damage unless somebody shreds her down, okay? She happens to do some medium damage as well. So she's a bruiser. And Jinju, another interesting tank. I don't care if she gets beat up. Now with Jinju, I am putting adamantine set on her. So she will get 100% max HP. And I'm throwing all of the armor on her that I can. Okay? Bardry is going to give everybody guard. So not only are these guys thick, but Bardry's going to give guard. Belina is interesting. I put her basically right behind Bardry, and she just does damage. She just does damage because I have my spell crit built on her, and she takes crowd control off of my front line. So once Belina gets up and running, she's right behind my front line. She's just taking stuns and shit off of my frontliners. That's all she's here for. And it's pretty effective. So now I'm about to do my first arena create troop with this build. And I'll post this video whether or not I lose or win. I've never done Grand Arena before. I have absolutely no idea what I'm in for. I'm probably going to get destroyed. But let me show you how this build sort of works. And really, the only thing that I care about in this video is I'm showing off Elos in the format that I think it was meant to be displayed. And I also am starting to understand why Bloodthirst is so good. Because Bloodthirst is kind of crap in PvE. I mean, it's okay. There's better stuff. But let's just see if I get lucky. Pile of money. Pile of money. I have a single Tia. I have a Bardry. And now I have to think about who makes the most sense for me to put on the field. And I'm going to go... now, with Arena... this build will be my first round, so I have to think about it. I could double sell. I do. Okay, so now I am in an interesting spot. I'm gonna do this, and interesting. All right, let's pop. So. We do have Tia, though Tia, I'm not really getting that many Tias now. We have our first armor, which I'm going to put on Jinju. I have sword, though I really want to look, I'm probably going to go for this instead. 4 doubles. Sword though makes a huge difference. 20% though. This early, I'm going to go 4 premium scrolls. I'm going to pop expand, and we're going to get our first Victoria on the field. That's actually pretty important. This represents a 500,000 damage, and in Arena, 500,000 damage is pretty good. And I put all my staffs on Victoria just so that she has as much armor as protection as possible. So fire that out. So far, things are going pretty good. I do want to do another expand here. For round 3, and I get the free expand. I get books and expand here, which I'm fine with, and I'll do expand again. So that's actually not bad at all. Interesting. I definitely get these 2 on the field, and I think what I probably do, like this is my 3rd round, so I kind of have to use everything that I have. So I'll drop this here. I'm afraid to put Bronze Sword on Tia. Sell this. I'm going to Damn, dudes. Damn, damn, damn. I'm not getting them a lot of Tia's. Now, Tia's job, mainly, is to shred mighty blocks. She is not my damage dealer. My damage dealer, honestly, is Victoria. Yeah, it's definitely strange. I feel like if I sell these two, I'm going to regret it. But this is really underpowered, though I do have some decent power here. Let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. We do have 61 silver here for the builds. And we get that. That's really good. We get this, and I'll grab the other bow. Okay. Lastly, I'll grab this. Let's just see what we get. Okay, so we're going to have a gold. Lots of... So now we're going to fire a lot more Elos. I'm going to expand and throw other Tia here. Sell. Ugh, damn it. I have to do that. We'll go one more Victoria. This little Victoria will still do a considerable amount of damage. And the question becomes, who gets this? I think I put it on her. This becomes our 4th round. And we'll do sword here. Okay. Yeah, we're doing a million damage with Victoria. And we got shmonies. We'll grab sword and this. And this would have been good, like, before now. I'm going to smelt it for a bigger Elos. Expand. Bigger Tia. And let's see what we get. I'd like another... Damn. I'm not going to get the Lena. I was hoping to get a Jinju, but it doesn't seem like it's in the cards. I guess we'll do it this way. And then maybe I'll get some Victorias. Make a 3-tier Victoria. Nope. Alright, it is what it is. So, we're going to get our last piece of random equipment, which happens to be a sword. If I put this sword on this Tia, I think it has mighty blocks. I put sword on Victoria. That's where my damage is, guys. So we'll confirm this. And now let's hope I make good decisions. Let's hope I make good decisions. I'm pretty sure I make good decisions. So we're going to battle in Grand Arena for the first time. Oh, I see. You don't get to see who this is. I'm pretty sure I can smoke. I'm pretty sure I could smoke Kathy? I don't know how good Kathy is. Let's find out. I mean, I'm at the bottom. I can't lose it. I can't lose anything. Even if I lose here, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to be exploring to see who's good. So Leica's pretty interesting. Stun lock is a thing. Stun lock is a thing. I don't know if Leica does enough damage to kill me. It's just we're gonna keep doing this for 25 minutes. I kind of see where Athena might play a role, because she would be fucking up these Leicas. So we'll surrender here. I'm not too worried about it. I think Kathy's get murdered. Yeah. So Leicas are going to come back. Leica turn 1 with Stunlock is pretty solid. But see, now my Belina is going to turn off those stuns. So, as long as she stays alive, which she seems to. You see what's happening. Victoria just basically team wipes, and Tia is essentially breaking down all of the mighty blocks. So, like, this character probably has 6 mighty blocks, but we're going to rip them apart. Watch what happens. This Elos right here, so she's going to fire 9 Elos bolts, and she's going to fire at least 4 Elos bolts. So that's going to happen at the start of the fight, and it's just going to start. It's going to rip all of the mighty blocks off of everybody. Then Victoria's going to run up here and hit, and all that special damage is going to radiate. These dudes are all going to hard target my front line, and Belina is going to essentially, if she survives, if these guys do get stunned or whatever, she'll turn off that crowd control with Book. And that's kind of what's happening, but it's happening really fast. Right? So far, Leica, big nod to Leica. Leica round 1's a bitch to deal with. I could see it. But as you could see, Tia is pretty solid. We're at the bottom, so I'm not afraid of Garam. This is what in the hell? This is like Fat Boy T. It looks like it's like Tayson with 144 hearts and lots of defense. With what in the hell is this build? I'm gonna try it. I have no idea what to expect. Big boy Tayson. I guess he just tries to outdamage. He tries to outdamage the person with a little bit of reflect. That's pretty interesting. So we easily win round 1. Oh, we're gonna win round 2 as well. How is this guy in Grand Arena with this fucking build? I mean, maybe he took a shit. Okay, we're gonna kill Baldir. I don't know what's going on. Oh my god. All the Taysons. I don't want to get hit with that starting bullshit. That's a lot of Tayson, dudes. Holy Taysons. That's a lot of Tayson, man. So you basically can't kill them because they're almost immortal. I see. And I don't think we beat Taysons. So he loses the first 3 rounds because he doesn't care. And then he goes, surprise, here's 5,000 Taysons. Interesting. Arena's a weird place. And we hard lose to Tayson on Arena, apparently. Holy shit. What would you even do to beat that? I will rack my brain. Alright, well, if I see a Tayson build, we're dodging them. Holy crap. I feel like this is an easy win for us. This is just like good stuff. The game. They're not even doing a really good burst damage Nera here. They put Elos on Victoria? What is going on in Arena, dude? What is going... I'm just curious to see if that even works. You put Elos on Victoria? I mean, okay. Arena is a weird place, man. Things that when you look at them, you're like, okay, that can never work. And then you get clowned. Garam, Tia, and Elos do a really good job neutralizing Garam. So, Agaith, I guess, was using Myrrh. Is that what he's using? Yeah. So Garam, we do a pretty good job dealing with. We like neutralize with Tia. Because it doesn't matter how many times you dodge, we just do more projectiles. So there's Garam right now having to deal with Tia. And, it also helps that Ren kind of helps deal with Tia a little bit. I mean, not Tia, Garam. So, like, this versus Garam is interesting. Their issue is that if I could... Well, burst damage can still kill me. But I don't think that they're fully built for... These Victorias might just be canceling each other out. Their Victoria loses rock, paper, scissors to Ren. Because Mighty blocks. So then it becomes this Elos. Even though we're not in range, Elos is still doing damage out of range. And we can kind of just watch. Like Victoria's first damage. Then Tia just keeps doing Elos damage. And as long as we can hold them still, we're good to go. Belina did no damage this entire round, dude. Like 900. But it doesn't matter because Belina is just here to turn off crowd control. So interestingly weird. Let's just continue. This is interesting. So Garam seems to be carry with lots of extra HP. I feel like we kill this guy. Level 100, but like not a lot of optimization relics. So that's interesting. So I think I lose to a Kanak build. So I'm just going to try to fight a Kanak build just to see how I stack rock, paper, scissors against them. I feel like I win these two. No problem. I'm not afraid of these two builds. Because I think I kill an area build. I don't think that her burst damage gets through to me too much. I just don't. I think I might lose to a Kanak build. If I'm wasting all my time killing Garam, I think Kanak slowly whittles me down. So let's just give it a shot. It's just good for me to know who I need to avoid. I'm certainly going to avoid Tayson. Fucking Mass Tayson build is crazy. Yeah, so Leica round 1, dude. Here we are again. Leica round 1. Just fight, they're just beating the hell out of each other. Stunlock's the thing. How is Leica still alive? I'm gonna revive again. I think we win. Nope, Stunlock. We got it. Jinju got it. Alright, well, Leica, I don't think it's going to be much of a problem anymore. Yeah, because Victoria just straight. Does Victoria basically just kill Kanak? And now we just kill Leica? And we have an anti-Leica right here. Huh, yeah, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure if... Do we just auto-win? Okay. Well, Elos is pretty damn good in this build, in this particular build. I mean, it's not just Elos, it's fully upgraded Book, it's fully upgraded Elpis. I mean, Elpis at 30, Bloodthirst at 30, Book at 30, and Elos at 30. It's a pretty... We're playing, like, endgame content, right? So, I think we choose... Okay, so here is an example of a Tia that... I want to go against Tia. I want to do Tia mirror build. I think we... Interesting. So, Tia and Ren seem to be friends. They're trying to rely on burst damage from Neria, where I'm trying to do burst damage from Victoria. I'm curious as to how we would do against these guys. We do have... Our legacies are better built than their legacies are, so we might just win simply because of that. But I am just kind of... This is me exploring Grand Arena, guys, so... I'm talking as I'm going, and I'm feeling it out. So fighting Garam's a bitch. So we eventually beat Garam, and then we get stunned back and pinned. Yeah, so that's going to be how that goes. Let's see how the rest of this fight goes. Now we have backup. So Bommy is their Mighty Block Shredder for sure. Yeah, so I think they're utilizing their Gust is using the pushback. So yeah, let's see. Let's see. Two Garams. All right. I think we might have them this time. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. I think Garam kills. No, here we go. Here's Elpis. I think is going to help win this. So Elpis makes the difference here. Let's see if we get double Victoria to take these guys out in the back. We win with Elpis. Elpis shreds Mighty Blocks. And if we win this one, we win the round. Yeah, Elpis, man. Elpis makes the difference. It shreds the Mighty Blocks, then Victoria comes in and does what she does. So narrow victory. Tia v Tia is pretty much like that. Victoria is a stronger in general. Though if they had more Tias, I think I might have been in trouble. It feels weird, though. It feels weird. Let's see who else we can fight. So far, Grand Arena, we're seeing some stuff. So here's another teleport. This is a Garam carry. I feel like I could beat this. I feel like I lose the first 3 rounds, though, and I narrowly beat it. Let's see. I definitely don't feel strong in the first round, especially if it's Garam. Or if it's Leica. So, Leica Gidnil being teleported back here is interesting. Now, Leica will do stun thingies. But I have all 3 of my units. So, I think I get him. Yeah, I think I get him. Damn, Leica's a beast now, dude. Alright, 2 Leicas, Garam, and Amara. But I do have my burst damage. Now, Victoria's going to run halfway up the field, turn around. Well, maybe not. I think they might insta-die. I think Victoria hits Mara. At the same time, these guys, they die while teleporting. Interesting. Weird mechanics are happening. Leica with Victoria alive kind of sucks for Leica. Because he teleports and she just keeps hitting him with skill. What in the hell is going on, dudes? There's a lot happening over here. Leica is playing a huge role in this fight. Leica Garam. I think they're ganging up. They might have me. Yeah, they got me. Interesting. Leica Garam is a good mix. Alright. I have to show mad respect for them. They are using Elizabeth, and Elizabeth's one of my favorites. Let's see. They assassinate Tia. They stun lock. Yeah, they have half my team stun locked. And they win because of stun lock. Yeah, they got me, dudes. They got me. That stun lock is solid. Interesting. It comes down to this. Is there anything that I can do differently? I think I take... No, I don't do anything different. I'm just going to let the chips fall where they may. I do have a Belina at tier 3. That might be the difference, but maybe not. Yeah, Garam is just super good, man. So Leica, man. Leica Garam is super good. Tayson... Mass Tayson super good. So we're learning. We're learning some arena stuff right now. Don't screw with Leicas is what I'm learning. Let's see what else we got. All right. I gotta win against Aramis, right? I see Garam here and Tia. I feel like I could beat these guys. I'm gonna go against Aramis and see what the hell happens. Like, Arm is D-tier hero, Right? Interesting. So the one thing that I think I'm going to change is I think I'm going to pull Belina out and drop Leica in. Definitely feeling that. I do like Ren. I think I keep Ren. I think Victoria is obviously a key. I think the only thing I would do different is we just get Leica in this build. Leica instead of Belina. And have multiple Leicas going. He's just so freaking good. I don't have Leica Legacy, so I would have to just use like Axe or something. Yeah, we wipe Artemis. Just there's not enough. Here comes more Elos just firing. And they're trying. I mean, they made it this far with this build, so good for them. They must rock, paper, scissors somebody. It's just not me. All right. So we're winning more than we're losing. This is my third, maybe fourth time ever playing Arena. Huh. They just made Leica their carry. That's so funny. When in doubt, make Leica your carry. Well, let's just do it. This is how we learn. This is how we learn what works and what doesn't work. Leica carry. Turns out is good. All right, let's see what happens. We do have Victoria here. So they lose hard to Victoria. Victoria is like if this game is rock paper scissors, Victoria is like rock scissors. Like she answers a lot as long as she doesn't get screwed. Yeah, my Victoria did work this game, dude. My Victoria did like so much work. Double Victoria. Garam. It's interesting, and everything here is interesting. Yeah, Belina, man. Maybe if she was higher tier, or maybe Belina. In this case, Belina with steel set would have made more sense since I'm not using it for the damage. Yeah. Victoria is the answer to Leica, for sure. Especially if Victoria has Barbarian set. So we took care of that pretty easily. First round was a little tough. We're working our way up Arena here. Let's see. This is just all good stuff for the most part. These guys are relying really heavily on this this spike log, and I think I just beat them before it happens. Or I could go in the mystery door. I've actually played against Hyperion. I know exactly what he has, and I beat him every single time. So it's useless if like you know the guy from the leaderboard, right? I'm just gonna go for the rankings. And if we lose against Neria, we lose, but I don't think we do. I think we have enough beefcakes on the field to be able to handle this. Okay, that's interesting. Why are we Enrathing on scope? What in the drugs? Is it because that first punch gets 400% or something? Does it just look cool? Enrath, interesting. Jinju's going to have to slowly beat these guys down. I think she can. She has double Elpis left. So she'll burn Elpis. She's going to get a bonus to her damage. She's going to beat the hell out of this one and just win. So Elpis Jinju is A rank for a reason. Enrath takes a lot of I see what's happening. Enrath kind of distracts Victoria and brings Victoria backwards. I see what's happening here. So it's burst damage Neria with Enrath kind of distracting all of the damage, and then Neria does cleanup. That's what's happening here. It's very effective, except when my team has enough HP to survive it. And I'm going to do this and this to give my Victorias more protection from Bardry. And we're going to roll. Victoria wins. Victoria wins. Fatality. Yeah, Victoria wins because Victoria's the shit. Alright, so that's a really interesting build, but Victoria's just better. Like I said, Victoria is rock and she's scissors in a game of rock, paper, scissors. There's only a handful of things that stop her. I'm not fucking around with this. This feels like a trap. I'm seeing lots of like defense and stuff. I mean, I could probably beat this, but I'm gonna go down here. What do we got? Leica build. So I think we've discovered that I just beat Leica. So I can just basically, at this point, I would just hunt Leica builds. That Victoria would basically kill Leica builds. I lose round 1, maybe round 2, with the current iteration of my builds, and then Victoria is just gonna, when Victoria becomes in the game, we get that. So we lose the first 2 rounds to Stunlock, and it's just gonna take a minute for Stunlock to happen. Though I will say this, Ren kind of holds her own against the Stunlock bullshit. It takes a minute. And then Jinju has to get killed 3 times. Alright. So now my Victoria's here. So a lot of things are different now. Because big damage happens. There goes big damage. Now we just win. So Victoria, rock, paper, rock, scissors, Leica's paper. And we basically have no more problems here on out. Oh, is Victoria still alive? Yep, she is. That's a lot of HP on that Leica. What the hell are you feeding that fucking thing? Holy moly. Okay, so it's like 70,000 damage had to happen for Leica to die? What are you? 20k? Are you healing? Damn, dudes. What the fuck is going on with that Leica? Alright. Hit him hard. Hit him hard, Victoria's. As long as I keep hearing horsies, I know we have a chance. Horsies run over Leicas, dude. Interesting, guys. Interesting. Grand Arena. I don't know if I don't know if I'm having as much fun as I would in Strife. I feel like I'm doing a lot of watching. And I feel like I'm doing a lot more decision making. So, this was my first ever Grand Arena with this build that I put together in 15 minutes. But in reality, I've been playing for almost a year. So my 15 minutes is probably somebody else's like 6 hours or something. I do have a lot of great legacies that I'm leaning on. I have fully, because I primarily play Strife, my accessories are very, very maxed. You know, this build is good. It loses to some, but it wins against a lot. I've learned a lot. I mean, if maybe you have too, watching me with my commentary on it. Elos, listen, I think it's S tier. I think it's S tier. Simply because it maybe not on its own, but in this context, as a mighty block shredding machine, it is very, very effective. And it has allowed me to shove Victoria down the throats of, let's see, 42 wins plus 8. I'm at 50 wins on this build so far. I mean, I'm pretty low. I'm pretty low in the rankings. So maybe, you know, like, look at this insane shit. Look at this shit. Top 100 though. I think I could get top 100 with this build. I feel pretty confident. So if Elos can get me in the top 100, I feel like it has a place in A plus at the very least. So, all right, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.